Hiya, and thanks so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that my channel is all about helping people, trying to help people achieve, if you like, financial freedom, trying to help them to lead a better and more prosperous life, and also to lead a much happier life and to try and find ways of, if you like, taking their life forward. Um, the reason I'm doing this is something that I'm actually doing myself. I'm big into personal development. I'm trying to improve my own life and my own family's circumstances, and I just thought I'd obviously put a few videos up about what I actually do. Um, the first thing I think you need to consider if you're trying to, if you like, move forward and obviously achieve more, is you need to obviously think about what you want to achieve and why you're actually doing it. If you've seen any of my other videos, I talk about my children, and that's why I'm trying to, if you like, earn more money and do better, so I can obviously help my children more in the future. It's very important, I think, early on when you're actually um, trying, if you like, give yourself motivation, is to think of why you're actually doing this. Um, Something I do I don't just picture it in my mind, but I actually write things down. Obviously, that I want to take my kids on holiday. My plan for my children for the future is to help them try and get a flat. So obviously they haven't got that worry. And you need to write these things down. People call it a dream board. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's just um, um, your board of ideas of really where you want to take yourself in the next 5, 10, 20 years. Um, and even with things like income, it might be that you're looking for your income to grow, and you might be doing a business, a home-based business, or something like you might be creating something and selling it to try and earn more money. Whatever it is you're doing, you need a reason why. Because if you've got this reason why, then it's going to motivate you to achieve it more. Yeah. You've got to look at if all of a sudden you needed £10,000 for something. I don't know, you desperately needed that money. Yeah. How could you achieve it legally? How could you go out and do it? What would you do if you had to have that money, if it was a matter of life and death? Most people would be able to do it. They would go out and they would, whatever they're doing, they would excel as long as they're given enough time. So when you're talking about planning and, if you like, dreams and like things you want to achieve, you've got to put down put down what you want to achieve in what time, because just saying you want to earn an extra £10,000 a year, well, that's not in 30 years time, that wouldn't be a lot of money, because inflation would have increased, and that £10,000 won't be worth £10,000. You need to actually be honest with yourself and say, I want to achieve this by this date, and you need to write down what you're going to do. Yeah, back to I mean, I'm into lead generation and build and like business building and these sort of things, and you have to look at what you earn is directly, in my business, what I earn is directly related to the leads that I obtain. So, if by working 20 hours a week you're producing 10 leads and you're earning X amount of money, you know that if you was to increase that time, you'd get that much more, that many more leads, and you'd earn more money. So you need to obviously look at ways. You have to write it down. You have to write it down. It could be you're trying to write a book. You've got to say, I'm going to write for 2 hours a day, every day. Yeah, if you sit and try and write for 10 hours in one day, you're going to struggle. You're probably going to be more tired for it. Whereas if you was to get up early in the morning and you get up, you shower, you get ready, and you're ready for work, you have a cup of coffee. Right, I'm going to write for an hour today, or I'm going to write for 45 minutes. Whatever you decide to do, if you do it, you can achieve. An example of this is I've decided, if you might have noticed me recently on YouTube, and I'm looking to, if you like, I don't know if it's going to work, but I really like making videos, and I quite like talking. I quite like the idea of being able to help people. And I said to my boy, I'm going to give it a go. I'm gonna put up some videos about things that matter to me, about things that I think I know about, and I'm going to try and help people. And my channel it ain't nothing great, but I'm noticing it is gradually rising. Yeah, the more videos you put up, the more people see your videos, the more people become to know you. You might get people think, oh, it's that geezer again, and they'll click off. But you're going to get people that like you, that like your video, and they think, you know what, I'll listen to what he's got to say. So there's a pattern forming here. Yeah, I can't think who there was a famous guy said. I think it was Jim Rohn, and he said, if you keep doing things often enough, a pattern will occur. Yeah, and this, I'm telling you, this is so true. Yeah, I talk about marketing, how I market my businesses, putting out leaflets. Yeah, daily actions, achievements. Yeah, these little daily actions. This is what you need to do. It's no good going out and putting out 1,000 leaflets one day and it's waiting for that phone call. You've got to just put out 20, 30 a day. Then the next day, make sure you put them out. Then the next day, you're putting them out. And this is just like YouTube. I've got about 130 videos on YouTube now, and I haven't got loads of views, yeah, but it's increasing. And I said to my boy Charlie, I said, mate, I don't care if it takes me 10 years. I said, I quite like doing it. Yeah, I like the idea of trying to help people, encourage people. If something happens, it happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna, so many people, they're looking for that quick fix, and you need to get away from this. Yeah, I've realised it took me quite a long while to realise that these big checks, these big ways of earning money, I don't believe they're out there. Would have not been for me anyway. The money I've earned, it's been off hard work. You need to, that ain't to say that these things don't work, but you need to. What this is about is basically just setting a target in your life. What do you want to do? It's all right saying to yourself you want to earn another £5,000, but what do you want to do with that £5,000? You might say, what you could say to yourself is, I'm going to take all my kids to Disney, and it's going to cost me 5, 6 grand. Next year, I'm going to earn another £6,000, and it's so I can take my beautiful children on holiday for a fantastic holiday with my wife. Now, this is a reason, because just earning more money, to me, it's what you're going to do with that money. Paint a picture, paint a mental picture in your mind. What are you going to do when you get that money? And more importantly, daily actions. Write it down. I've got a dry whiteboard behind me that I write things on sometimes. Yeah, write it down. If you get an idea for something, write it down. I've got a book. I write a lot of my stuff in books. I've got like a notebook. I write notes for my videos. I send texts to myself to remind myself about doing things, because things come in and they go, especially when you get older. So it's good to write things down. But like I say, back to this video, make positive a positive move in a forward direction. Write down why you're doing it. More importantly, write down what you're going to do every day to get it. And then every day, look at what you've achieved and what you haven't achieved. Because if you're failing, right, and you haven't made a target, you could argue you haven't really failed, because you've not set any positive path. You've got to have a reason, you've got to have a why, and you've got to have a plan. Don't try and achieve greatness without having a plan, because you never will. Yeah, you look at all the people throughout history. Some people that have done fantastic things. Yeah, they've dedicated themselves. They've surrounded themselves with people of knowledge. They've learned. They've trained. Dedication, perseverance. You need to obtain all these skills if you are to move forward. And just by gaining a little bit more skill in one of those areas could make your business take off. Yeah, you just got to keep training, keep learning, keep persevering, and don't let negative people hold you back. I hope this has helped you. Like I say, please take the time to write things down, what you intend doing and how you're going to do them and when you're going to do them. Yeah, and this will move you forward. Please like, please subscribe. If you did watch to the end, I really appreciate your view, and please give me a thumbs up. It would really help my channel, and like I say, it's really appreciated. Thank you so much.